Hello, my random viewers, and welcome to Randomly Offensive. Today we are talking about Patrick Stewart's return to reprise his role as Charles Xavier in the Multiverse of Madness. And this was originally just a rumor, and now it is fact, and we got it in the trailer, the second trailer. And this is incredibly exciting because it opens up so many doors. Not only does it confirm what I was saying in my earlier videos about Doctor Strange, where rumors should not be taken lightly, even though they are unproven, unfounded rumors. If they get enough traction, the MCU will see it and they will use it and make that rumor come true to please the fans. Because around the time of all these rumors just flooding in through the gates, Marvel started rewriting Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange started going through tons of rewrites, and I believe it is because they started to include all the rumors because of the success of No Way Home. And I love to see it. I think we all love to see fans getting what they want and what they deserve after over 10 years of support for the franchise. Now, with that being said, this is going to be an incredibly wild and intense movie and an amazing experience, because not only is it the first MCU horror film, but it is also going to be one of those films that we don't know what we're going to get. Because of all the rumors going in and all these rewrites, we have no idea what rumors they decided to throw in and what rumors they left out. And we also don't know what their original plan was and what parts of their original plan they decided to keep. But on the Charles Xavier boat, we are going to stay on it. And now we are going to jump to an article and read about his return in the movie. Alrighty, so Doctor Strange 2, Professor Charles Xavier's return could tease Illuminati arrival in the MCU, which is another rumor that people were saying, and one of the founding forces that believes that we are going to get Tom Cruise as a variant of Iron Man, and that is exciting. I think it would be interesting to see. I would not mind a different version of Iron Man, because I don't think a superhero should be typecasted, right? And so let's move on down to this article here. Marvel fans are convinced that the new Doctor Strange movie is lining up a huge MCU twist, probably multiple twists if I'm being honest. I do believe that Wanda is going to be a villain at the end of this movie. I don't think she's going to end this movie being a good character. She's going to be a villain, and I look forward to that. And honestly, in the trailer, when we see her saying, like, when you break the rules, you're a hero. When I break the rules, I'm a villain. And that doesn't seem fair to me. You know, you really do get the vibe that she is about to turn, and I think she's going to join Evil Strange or the Illuminati and become the villain of the MCU. However, let's continue with this. In the brand new trailer for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Benedict Cumberbatch's sorcerer is shown being introduced to a clan made up of very familiar comic book characters. At one stage, he is led to a room where he seemingly comes face to face with Patrick Stewart's Professor Charles Xavier. And Professor Charles Xavier is one of the heads of the Illuminati. And so is Doctor Strange. However, with all these variants of Doctor Strange being introduced, we know that we can have a Doctor Strange in the Illuminati without our Doctor Strange being a part of it. Professor X's involvement not only teases the arrival of the X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which has been in motion since 2019, but the arrival of a society for Marvel Comics made up of a variety of characters. In the comics, these characters joined forces and are shown to secretly work together behind the scenes, something Doctor Strange will seemingly become aware of in the new film. And yes, and introducing the Illuminati in a multiverse film, in a multiversal storyline, makes a lot of sense because they are able to run things and control things behind the scenes. They are able to take care of certain politics without anyone knowing him because they are in the multiverse. They are like going to be in a dimension that's unheard of. They are the Illuminati. And it's incredible to think that we're actually getting this far in the MCU. 5 years ago, this would have never been possible, and it is because of the success of the MCU, but it's also because of the undying support of the fandom. And so we definitely deserve everything we're getting because we're the reason they've been able to get this far in the first place. The secret society is called the Illuminati and features Professor X alongside a new version of Iron Man, Fantastic Four leader Reed Richards, Inhumans King Black Bolt, and Namor. Namor would be great. If they introduced Namor, I would be incredibly excited. He is like Aquaman, but he debuted way before DC debuted Aquaman. Namor was the first Atlantic superhero. An anti-hero who is king of the Atlantis. I probably should have finished reading that sentence. It looks as if this group will be comprised of characters from different worlds thanks to the introduction of the multiverse. For example, it's being theorized that the Illuminati's version of Iron Man will actually be Superior Iron Man, thanks to this blink and you'll miss it moment in the trailer. And I had to watch this trailer over and over and over again to actually make sure that people weren't just picking at straws with this before I did this video, but it is not picking at straws. Like, this is happening. We are getting Charles Xavier and we are getting the Illuminati. I'm almost certain of it, and hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass when the movie actually comes out. Now, the rest of this is just talking about the characters and who they are and what they are in the comics, so I'm going to keep just kind of go past this article. Now, on other news when it comes to the MCU, I actually have some news on Andrew Garfield, because Andrew Garfield has just stated that he is bored now that the secret of No Way Home is out, and now that he's actually played Spider-Man again, he's bored. He has nothing to do, which is honestly very exciting to hear, because that means that he is interested and eager to do it again. And if he does it again, then obviously we're going to get him back as Spider-Man, making him being the Sony universe's Spider-Man, the Venom universe's Spider-Man, even more plausible. So, real quick, let's hop over to that article. Alrighty, and so now both of these articles that I'm reading today are from The Independent, and this article states that Andrew Garfield is a little bored now that he doesn't have a huge Spider-Man secret to keep. Actor said he almost gave the game away during an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, which I can believe that. It's hard to keep that big of a secret. You just have the excitement boiling in you, right? And so, Andrew Garfield has said that he is a little bored now that his Spider-Man No Way Home role has been revealed. No Way Home, which stars Tom Holland as the web-slinger, was released on 15th of December. The film is the third in the franchise's Homecoming trilogy. Excitement surrounding No Way Home was huge, with many fans speculating that the film would see Garfield and Tobey Maguire appear alongside Holland thanks to the MCU's multiverse. The film's cast, however, repeatedly denied the rumors and managed to keep the storyline secret until No Way Home was released and the speculations was confirmed. Now, were they actually able to do that? I actually don't know, because there was like at least a couple million people who knew that they were going to be in the movie. There are so many people, so many YouTubers that just they confirmed it so many months before the movie actually came out, and they were right. And a lot of people that were watching would believe the YouTubers. So I don't actually know if they actually did do a good job keeping it a secret. Plus, with all those leaks, and now I'm almost certain that all those leaks were actually a marketing tool. Instead of paying a bunch of money to put out a bunch of trailers and advertising, they just dropped a bunch of leaks and let YouTubers do the job for them. I'm almost certain that that is exactly what Sony did, and it worked great. I don't think it'll work very well again. I think that was a one-time deal, but we'll have to find out in the future, because since it worked so well, we're definitely going to see them try to repeat that. And if they didn't do it on purpose, next time they most likely will do it on purpose, and it'll be obvious. So either way, I don't think it's going to work that well again. So let's see, let's keep going. The 38-year-old said that he is having less fun now that the film has been released. It was much more fun keeping it a secret, to be honest. It gave me something to do, he said. It's much more fun keeping it a game. When the game's over, you kind of get a little bit bored. When's the next game gonna start? Now, what I'm taking this as is he had a dopamine rush, right? He had a dopamine rush with all the excitement and having to keep the secret and getting a lot of his fame back. But then he also had fun filming the role. You could see it in his acting. He had fun reprising the role as Spider-Man, and he just enjoyed being able to bring his version of Spider-Man and Peter Parker to life without Sony telling him that this is the character you have to play. MCU just let him have free reign. And he was a big part of writing the script for himself. So, with that being said, he redeemed himself because lots and lots and lots of fans, myself included, feel like he was one of the best parts of the movie. And so with that with everything on top, there's just no way that he is going to be satisfied with this one-time deal. He's gonna want to come back, and it makes sense. He's already said that he wants to come back, and he's gonna want that dopamine rush again. He's gonna want to show people more of what he's capable of. So let's continue here. The actor said that he has the worst poker face, admitting that he almost gave the game away during appearances on chat shows, including The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Garfield previously played Peter Parker, blah, 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 blah. Let's keep going down. Garfield praised Holland's performance as the superhero, stating that the 25-year-old is made for the part. And that is actually one of the things that everyone loves about Andrew Garfield, is he's such a stand-up guy. He's not competing with other actors. He's not competing with other Peter Parkers. He honestly loves Tobey Maguire, and he loves Tom Holland. And he makes himself out. When he talks like he is the middle brother. He talks like they are brothers, with Tom Holland being the youngest and Tobey Maguire being the oldest. And he adores them both. Let's see here. The actor went on to say that it was a deep experience because it was like 3 Spider-Men, 3 Peter Parkers finding each other across dimensions and realizing that even though they've been feeling incredibly alone in their very unique experiences, that they actually have never been alone. He continued, that's really profound actually, that cosmically, existentially beautiful. There's a spiritual component which I find really beautiful. Elsewhere in the interview, the actor spoke about having to rush back to England during the filming of The Eyes of Tammy Faye when his mother's cancer worsened. You can read the full interview here, and I probably will not today, but I do want to cover more Andrew Garfield stuff because I don't feel like he gets enough limelight, or enough spotlight, and he's a great actor, and I would love to have him back. And just him talking like this really does signify to me that he wants to come back. And with the fans growing a love for him and him making a huge comeback in No Way Home, I don't think Sony is going to throw away that ace in the hole. I don't think they're not going to use that ace card. They're absolutely going to use it. And I feel pretty confident that eventually he is going to become Venom's Spider-Man. I do think he's going to become the Venom universe's Spider-Man because he needs a Spider-Man. That universe needs a Spider-Man because it's a universe of Spider-Man villains, and it makes sense to have Garfield in there because he is, even in his first 2 movies, he is a darker version of Spider-Man. He's a little bit more of an aggressive version of Spider-Man, and he would fit in that universe just so well. It's almost like he was made for it, right? And so, yeah, with that all being said, I do believe that's all I have to cover. So, that is all I have to say for today. If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening. Please do consider hitting the like and subscribe button, and maybe even sharing. It helps me out a lot. I'm an incredibly small channel. And with that being said, do not get hit by a meteor, take care of yourselves, and bye.